on our shopping channel or our tutorial channel or our customer channel, whatever you want to call it. What I love about this is that we now have access to all of our adorners, no matter what platform you're most comfortable with. We have done our live shows for many years in the comfort of our private Facebook community, but not everybody's on Facebook, so we have brought this new live stream to you so that you can enjoy anything that we have to talk about, whether it is a product, whether it's a routine, whether it is a makeup look, new products. You have access to it here. So I would make sure that you subscribe to any of the upcoming videos or lives that we have so that you don't miss out. When you do so, you will actually get a notification in your calendar so that you know when we go live. So check out all of the upcoming live shows, and I look forward to seeing you with all of those that are coming up. But this one in particular, I'm always excited to talk to you guys, but this one, as you could probably tell, is going to involve skin care. Now, I have got my little towel on. I thought I'd just, it is in the middle of the day, but I'm fresh-faced, cleansed, and ready to talk about this new product. Now, before we get started, hi, Kelly and Sue. You can ask questions. I can see them. I will respond to them, or the team may respond to them if I don't see them as I'm waffling on. Now, I am on some medication that requires constant sipping of water. TMI? I don't know. But just letting you know that I will have regular sips of water. So there we go. Now, before we get started, the product we're going to talk about today is something that's new to Adorn, and I'm just allowing a couple of seconds to go by because I'm just wanting to make sure we get as many people on the live that can ask the questions, and so I don't have to repeat myself before we get started. Now, if you are watching this and I don't actually respond, it might be that it's actually being played back, might not be live at the time that you see it. Okay, let's get started. And for those of you that may know, because I've dropped a few hints in the private group, the product that we're going to talk about today is a new treatment. Now, it's again selfishly something I wanted for myself, and I have been trialing all of our different formulas to get this right. I've had everybody from the kids to the husband using it, and it suits all skin types. Hey, Gail and Carly. Great that you could make it. So this product I have tested on the sensitive skin of absolutely anything that you could imagine. Now, what am I talking about? It's our new skin recovery face balm. Now, this is just the epitome of treatments for anybody that has got some form of sensitivity or sore skin. Now, the key ingredients, and I'll show you in a moment and I'll pop it on in a moment, but the key ingredients are zinc, pure zinc, and we've also got, I'll run through all of the ingredients, but the other one that we have in nearly all of our formulas is jojoba. Okay, so we'll talk about ingredients in a moment, but this new skin recovery balm is delicious beyond delicious. It's food for the skin, and it does all this amazing stuff, but the main purpose of this product is for those of you that suffer from, or it could be ongoing, or it could be a spontaneous suffering of some form of redness, sore, sensitivity. So I'm talking soothing redness that's rosacea. If you're having a bit of a flare up, as you know, there is no topical cure other than something that is based through a dermatologist or some oral treatments that you might need. But for soothing any kind of inflammation from your rosacea, this is your friend. If you have had treatments on the skin that have caused some sort of sensitivity or redness, so laser, if you've had, I don't know, anything that's caused that soreness afterwards that you need your skin to heal, this is for you. I always advise that any treatments you've had through a doctor or a dermatologist, do what they say for the first couple of days, and then you can most definitely use this. Now, if you've got someone who has sunburn because they've been naughty and not had sunscreen on, anything that's really red and sore, I don't know, teens squeezing their pimples and they've got red pimples, this product is just the be all and end all when it comes to soothing and repairing the skin when it's been really aggravated and it's been really attacked by something that's caused this redness. It also helps, of course, with your dry patches, your dry skin, and that kind of thing. But you could even use this on something like nappy rash. Now, you wouldn't because it's expensive, but you could, okay? So if you've got redness from chafing or anything like that where it's red and sore, this is what you can use. But we have formulated this specifically for the face, and I'll talk about how it fits into your routine as well. Now, if you don't have red, raw, sore skin, you can still use this if you've got a drier skin that really needs that extra push once or twice a week to give it that really plump food hydration into the skin. Now, I always like to talk about your skin products, and I know I'm really delaying the uncovering of this, but I like to really make sure that our customers understand why they use the products they're using and what they do. Essentially, any moisturizer, think of moisture. Moisture is water. So yes, your moisturizers will offer particular benefits for certain types of conditions. There'll be ingredients to do that. But the main purpose of any moisturizer, be it night or day, is to give the skin a drink. So going to go through that with you, Sue. Hi, Grace. So I'm glad you brought that up. I will be actually explaining when and how and what the difference is. So your moisturizers are your drink. And then you've got things like your oils that will help with the food, the nourishment. And yes, they do all the other bits and pieces that the ingredients offer, so repairing and etc. But that's essentially what the difference between a moisturizer and, say, a face oil and something like this face recovery balm. Now, this face recovery balm sits in the middle, really. It gives the moisture, but it also gives the food for the skin whilst offering superior repairing benefits, okay? So this is more about the food, the nourishment, skin barrier repair, where when you're looking at the overnight mask, that also does similar things, but it's much more going to help with the moisture replenishment for things that have happened like the redness, sunburn. Two separate things. One's more moisture-based, one is going to be more nourishing and plumping. So you could say, whilst the skin recovery balm suits all skins, if you are someone who prefers more lightweight treatments, then your overnight recovery mask may still be the one that you prefer because it's more of that gel, that cooling feeling. And then if you've got maybe a dry or more dehydrated skin, the skin recovery balm may be the one that you prefer. So you can definitely use these on an ongoing basis, or you may like to use this skin recovery balm as a treatment when you are needing it. Okay, so definitely can use it regularly or just keep it when you have a flare up or when you need it. So as I said, after a treatment or something like that. So anyway, it comes in this beautiful jar. So it is refillable, of course, and it's just a screw top jar. Now, the reason it's in a jar as opposed to a pump is that this particular, being a balm, is a lot harder to sort of get through, these kinds of tops where it does need to be a little bit more of a liquid. Now, we have an offer too because I might as well explain it while I'm using it. So the next 48 hours, when you do purchase the new Skin Recovery Balm, you will receive this beautiful luxury gold Adorn spoon. Yes, you can pop your fingers in there, but it's just a bit more hygienic to use one of these. And I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm some sort of, I don't know, rich toff when I get to use a little gold spoon. Just makes me feel a little bit extra special. So I'm going to use the little spoon, and it also means that I just get the right amount of product out as well. So these are normally $9.95, okay, and you can use these for any of your thick products, even like your night cream, for example. Anything where the jar has an open lid and you don't want to be putting your fingers into it. Okay, so I'm just going to dispense a small amount out. And as you know, I always talk about your skincare being from nipples up. We want to keep this PG, so I'm going to be doing it from chest up. But this is probably the amount that you'll need to use. So it is a tiny amount. This product, this jar, will last you a long time. It is one of our more expensive products, as most treatments are, because the intensity of the ingredients is quite potent. So here you've got about what we'll be using. Now, I will actually wipe this onto my finger now, and I'm going to dot this around the face. So I always talk about even application, and if you dot it around the face first, and I'm still having this issue with fighting for, like, if you see me moving up, it's because as these comments appear, I'm fighting to see my face on the screen. Okay, so that was absolutely plenty for the face, okay? Now, I might get the same amount to do my neck. You'll get the handle of how much you need, because everybody's skin area is very different, and the amount that they're going to need. But you definitely don't need much. Okay, I might just use this mirror in the background here so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so just dot it around and the neck. Okay, so just do this first. So I always do that with any of my products, and then I dab it around. Okay, so now really just apply it just you would any night cream. Okay, so it feels like, how would I explain the feeling? It feels like a thick face oil. Maybe, I don't know how to, a thick face oil. Really very easy to blend. It warms onto the skin. And you can see, like I've just done, spend a bit of time really massaging it in. See that blood flows coming to the surface, which is also really good for healing. I mean, if you've got sore skin, you might not want to spend so much time rubbing it. But if you're wanting to do this just as a treatment, mind my, I don't know, menopausal pimple that I've got there. And then the neck, okay? Again, you don't have to do the neck. If you wanted to just do your normal night routine for your chest and neck, that's fine. But what I love about this is if you are someone who has that red neck, you get that flare up. This is beautiful for that redness on the chest as well. If you are wanting to use this before makeup application to help calm your redness down, you can actually do that as well with this recovery balm. So yes, it's a night treatment, but you can also use it instead of a moisturizer on those days that you think, oh my goodness, like this redness, I'm going to have to put 10 layers of foundation on to cover it. So put this on first, because it will actually help tone down this redness. It'll calm it right down. The high quality non-nano zinc that we use is extremely calming. And then you've got things like ingredients like the organic jojoba oil that are very similar to the structure of the skin oil. So it gives it that non-comedogenic, very absorbent. Even though it feels like a thick product, it absorbs into the skin really quickly and it doesn't leave a residue. Okay, you can layer this up if you're wanting to. If you really have quite red on your cheeks or somewhere, you can definitely layer it up in the areas that you need more. Perfect for things like eczema even and psoriasis. Of course, it's not a cure, but these things actually will be calmed right down when you have these flare-ups. Grace, you can, yes. So it sets like a balm, but it goes on like a cream. So yeah, hard for you probably to see that through the camera, but it really is a thick balm. Think more of like a, what would be, it would definitely be, it's not as thick as say our soothing barrier balm, which is quite, a thick sort of a, almost like a lip balm feel. This is definitely more of a cream feel once you put it on, but still a lot thicker than say a night cream or something like that. So you do get that aroma of the zinc a little bit. Again, we don't use any fragrances. There's nothing synthetic. It's completely natural. And if you're new to the brand, all of our products, all of them, so you have confidence when you're buying an Adorn product, you know that all of the products have the same certification. So that's the vegan, the cruelty-free, the Safe Cosmetics Australia. So it means we're not using any ingredients that cause sensitivity. And you've got, of course, I think I said Australian made and owned. So that is this beautiful jar, as I said, and you get the spoon with it. Now, feel free to ask any more questions. You can use it anywhere on your body. As I said, you can use it for if you, I don't know, like chafing, as you said, red flaky bits. Use it on your lips as a treatment. Actually, I might just put a little bit more on my lips. So it's perfect to use at night. Leave it on. And a little tip, unless you've got oily, problematic skin, you don't need to wash your face in the morning. Okay, I know I cause a bit of controversy over this with some people, but I can promise you, if you've got dry, dehydrated, or sensitive skin, skip the cleansers of a morning. Like, you do not need to do it. If you've double cleansed the night before with a makeup removing oil or balm and then a cleanser, you've removed it with our best-selling waffle cloth, which is extremely effective in removing dead skin as well as the cleansers, then your skin is as clean as it needs to be, and you've put your night products on, then in the morning, why would we undo all that goodness? Now, the only reason you would cleanse or use a cleanser is if you have that oilier acne skin that requires that. If it's something that you can't get your head around, then just use a warm waffle cloth very gently. Another little tip I want to give you around sensitive skin is, not only do I promise if you do that, you skip the cleansing of a morning, will your skin improve, but I also promise you that if you stop sticking your face in the shower water, especially when it's warm or quite hot, if you have hot showers like me, stop putting your face under running water. That strips the oils from the skin. It dehydrates the skin. Okay, it's like putting your face over a steaming bowl of water. Back in the day when we did that to decongest, get rid of any sort of pimples or blackheads and open up the pores. Being in the shower enough without your head in the water is already drying the skin out, let alone putting it under that hot water stream that's also going to hurt the skin even more. I promise if you just use a cloth or splash the water on your face in the morning, your skin will improve over a few weeks, just that alone. I would suggest probably half the time I talk to people around red, sensitive, sore skin, they are putting their face under a hot shower. I know it feels good. They're cleansing as well. They're just doing way too much to their skin. And then you're having to combat what you're doing by using all these extra creams and things to try and, undo the damage you've created through just that cleansing routine that's too harsh. Okay. So if you can do those things, I promise you that in itself will just be a miracle for your skin. Now, we've got plenty of time left. I might just go through, that's okay, Kelly. I might just go through when you may use this as opposed to, say, the overnight balm, the overnight recovery mask. you, as I said, may be someone who wants to use one or the other. You definitely don't have to have both. But again, it'll come down to what your skin needs at that particular time. This may not be for everybody, okay? It may be for more the people that have got that damaged, sore skin. This is a treatment that actually is going to help with red, sore skin. Yes, it helps feed dry, flaky skin as well, but it's going to be one that it's more like you need the treatment, or you're planning on maybe having some laser done, etc. The overnight mask, the gel, this one is for everybody, okay? It does help soothe your redness, sunburn, and all of those things, but this one suits all skin types, and it doesn't matter whether it's just a light redness or it is maybe more something that's quite aggravated. You can still use this one, but being a gel, you might find if you've got an oilier skin or a normal combination skin, you might prefer that. There's samples available, so feel free to try them through the samples. But again, I just love this recovery balm, using it once or twice a week, because even though I don't have any redness, I just love how bouncy my skin feels. And if I have got any redness, I do love using it under my mineral foundation, because whilst I haven't had this product SPF approved or rated, because it's really for nighttime. Yes, you can use it for day, but I'm more so saying use this at night when your skin needs to repair and has time to repair. And also too, on that night, your night routine can start now, like mine just has for this live. So your night routine can start whenever you want it to, and it doesn't have to be that you do it twice. Some people ask me, well, if I do my routine when I get home at 5 o'clock, do I then have to do something else? No, you don't. Just do your nighttime routine whenever you get home. That's fine. Gives the products more chance to settle into the skin. But if you were to use this during the day, as I said, I haven't had the SPF rating approved, but because the high level of zinc oxide in this, it does offer sun protection. Okay, like any sunscreen or sun protection that you need, if you're in the sun, you wear sunscreen, but this does have sun protection in it. It's the zinc oxide and the high level of that. So it will definitely boost your mineral SPF 20 plus foundation. It'll definitely boost your sunscreen. And it won't hinder your sunscreen. So if you do like using face oils to help with the creaminess of your loose foundation, you might actually like this. The face oils will degrade the efficacy of your SPF in your sunscreen. It's not advisable to use sunscreen with a face oil. So for me, not being in the sun much, I do love using the face oils. But if I was using sunscreen, I wouldn't use a face oil. So if you're someone who lives in a climate where you are needing to wear sunscreen all the time, then you might find instead of use the face oil at night and maybe the skin recovery balm in the morning, because it's only going to boost your sunscreen protection. So that's the beauty of all of the Adorn products, is that you can use them for so many different things. It's just finding what works for you, your climate, your lifestyle, and your skin type, because it is not a one size fits all. And I do try and keep our range quite minimal so it's not overwhelming, but I also need to address the fact that we are all quite unique, and where we live and our climate is all quite unique as well. So I hope you've enjoyed the explanation. We will keep checking back if there's any questions around this, so please feel free to ask more questions. If you have jumped on and you think, oh, I'm never going to remember all of that, that's okay. We do save these videos and you can watch them back on our live shopping channel. I think we are good with questions. I don't think there's any more. I might just throw back to the team. Is there any questions or anything that you think, guys? I've got the beautiful team at Adorn HQ keeping an eye on the questions as well. So feel free, guys, if there's something that you think I've missed, yell out and I'll cover that as well. We've got cute little Floki over here who's just listening to all of this. We are in my bathroom. Anything can happen in a live, and I'm just so glad that the doorbell hasn't rang to set the dogs off while I've been on this live with you guys. Can you wear it daily? Yes, you could wear it daily. Absolutely could wear it daily. My teenage sons who are about to turn 18, geez, it makes you feel old, doesn't it? They like to use it, especially when they have had a bit of a breakout. If they've had some extractions done, they love putting this on because it calms the redness of their pimples. Husband loves it. He's got more of a thin, sensitive sort of a skin, so he likes to use this as well. So you can use it on a daily basis, absolutely. I like to alternate it. So to be honest, I use this probably a couple of times during the week of an evening. I use the recovery gel maybe once a week or maybe once every few weeks. It just depends. I tend to use this probably more in the warmer months just because I like the cooling effect. And then I alternate that, of course, with the night cream and the face oil. So night cream, face oil. The nights that I'm not using that, I'll use the skin recovery balm. Another little tip, it's just perfect for your cuticles because if you're a bit of a biter like me or you have dry cuticles, perfect for that. Okay, so I will leave it there in a couple of minutes. I might just look over my notes to make sure I've covered absolutely everything about this product so that when you do look back, you can see all of the information. It is actually live on the website now, so you can actually purchase it now. I can't actually wait to get your feedback on this and see your reviews because I don't know of any other product on the market that's even remotely similar to this. It's very unique, and I just know that people are going to fall absolutely in love with this product. If we have a look at, so it's live now, which is fantastic. You just need to head to the skincare section of our new website. And if you click on all moisturizers, or if you search skin recovery face balm, you'll see it there. I'm going to check. Yep, the refills, everything's there. It's 50 grams. There is a travel size as well if you wanted to try a sample or if you want to just go straight for a travel to try it that way. And we also have all of the information there, your ingredients, full list of the ingredients and what it's free from as well. There's a link to the balm. Thank you, guys. So I'm just going to give you a list of the ingredients while I'm here. I used to, once upon a time, be able to remember all of the Adorn product ingredients. Can't do that anymore. It's either older age, or there's too many products for me to remember. I don't know. So anyway, let me read them out to you. We have beautiful sunflower oil or sunflower seed oil. Of course, we've got mineralized water, the zinc oxide. So your first sort of 5 to 6 ingredients or first 3 ingredients are usually the ones that are the most potent in any product. So ingredients are listed from their most highest potency to their lowest potency. So if you've got a brand that's selling you on, I don't know, the amazing effects of vitamin A, I don't know, I'm just pulling that out of thin air, and you see that vitamin A is like the 10th product or the 12th listed ingredient, well, it's really not probably going to do what it will, but it's probably not going to do anything as amazing as what the claim is. So if a product is being sold on a particular ingredient, then you want to make sure that ingredient is one of the most potent, which is usually within the first, say, 5 ingredients. So we have got the zinc oxide as the 3rd ingredient here. And we've also got the jojoba oil, as I said. We've also got camellia, or chamomile extract, again, very calming for the skin. And you've got calendula, again, don't love calendula, the smell when that's a strong ingredient. You can't smell that in this, but calendula is super effective for calming the skin as well. You've got your vitamin E, and you've also got what else? I probably really needed to have my glasses on. Oh, the licorice root extract as well, which is also a really beautiful ingredient. Let's have a scroll down here. So again, all of the ingredients have been selected based on their calming, their soothing, their healing, and their repairing benefits. I would suggest that this jar, this 50-gram jar, look, even if you use this 2 or 3 times a week, you're going to get quite a few months out of this. Like, I would be surprised if this didn't last you 6 months, because it does go a long, long, long way. All right. Just make sure that you keep it, in a cool place. Any of your natural products you want to try and keep away from any sort of really humid areas, and make sure you've got clean fingers when you're using these products as well, especially the jars that don't have the airless pump within them. Okay, I think we're pretty much done here on our product launch of the Skin Recovery Balm. You can, of course, use your rosewater spritzer beforehand. That is the last tip I'm going to give you today. If you are putting any of your moisturizers on, I always like to use the rosewater first or last. I completely forgot to do it because I was banging my gums to you guys, and it's still getting used to this new technology that we're using, as opposed to the lives in the Facebook group that I'm used to doing. Anyway, we will get the hang of this. We will get the hang of this, people. But the rosewater, I think I'm right in saying ours is the only rosewater on the market that's 100% rosewater. Even one of the most well-known brands that sells rosewater, it's a little frightening to read what's in it. You do your own research, because I like to stand on our feet for being amazing, but I was quite surprised by that. A customer brought that to my attention, and I thought, what do you mean they don't have pure rosewater? That's the whole basis of what they're doing. So to find that ours is the only one that I can find that's pure is amazing, but it's also a little frightening. Anywho, pure Bulgarian rosewater. It is not a fragrance. It is pure Bulgarian rosewater from Bulgaria, off the Rose Distillery there. Spritz it on the face before you put your moisturizers on. The reason for that is not only is it extremely hydrating, but when your skin is damp, it's more permeable, which means the ingredients from your moisturizers or your treatment balms will penetrate the skin that much more, okay? Moisturizers can only go so far into the skin, but definitely a rosewater or any sort of hydrating mist will help elevate the results of your moisturizers by letting them soak in. If your skin is quite dry and dehydrated, it's going to absorb into those dry, flaky bits of skin more so, not get to that skin underneath and treat it. So by using a rosewater, it's going to help dampen the skin and those dry areas so that the moisturizer can actually get that little bit further. So you can also use this throughout the day, and I would recommend doing so just to help the skin hydrated, whether it's from aircon or from heating, so that your skin doesn't rely on your makeup as its source of hydration. Your makeup will last a lot longer, your skin will look a lot better. So rosewater is one of those things that you literally will be going through pretty quickly, because you should be trying to use it throughout the day. Thanks for that, Grace. I appreciate your feedback. And I'm glad. It's a little bit to get used to, as I've just said, because I need to talk to the tech people around these comments, because I love actually seeing the comments. The Facebook lives, for some reason, I can't see them anymore. But in here, I'm getting these comments, and I'm not sure if you can see them on your screen, but from my point of view, it's cutting off half my face. So now I can only see my eyes unless I look in this mirror. So I'm finding it a little bit disjointed to try and sort of smoothly talk about what I'm doing, because I kind of can't see what I'm doing. Anywho, we'll get all around this, and we'll get it all sorted. And I look forward to our next live with you, which is on Thursday. We're going to keep them at Thursday at this point in time. I am looking to do an additional day, and we will be looking to do more looks and things like that. So please feel free to email or send us your feedback around what you would like to see me do or discuss, and be more than happy to make sure we can pop that into the schedule. And also, as I said, the first one that we did, we will actually be inviting guests into these lives as well. So let me know if there's someone that you would like to hear from for me to co-host or to talk about all things beauty, sustainability and kindness. We could get them on and they can have a chat as well. Okay, happy Thursday. Enjoy your long weekend if you are getting one with the footy tomorrow. If your team's playing, go your team. Mine's not. And don't hold it against me, but I am a Collingwood supporter. Sorry, not sorry. But anyway, enjoy your day tomorrow and your long weekend if you're having it. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week when we come back for our noon live special. Okay, bye. Ciao.